Welcome back to my kitchen where all the food I make is fake. Today is some fake soups and cereals, specifically Alphaghetti or alphabet soup, whichever you prefer to call it, and for the letters I'm using this letter mold and tinted resin, yellow tinted resin specifically. This was more of me testing it out to see if it would actually work or not, and sure enough it did. Hi! Once they all came out, I broke off the excess on each one and continued with the next batch. You may notice the fish in the corner. I do try to limit my waste as much as possible, and one way I do that is by using leftover resin wherever I can, whenever I can. So if I make too much for a project, I start a project that I had in the making or add on to another. I did about 3 or 4 batches of these, I believe. And I got the idea to do this because I went thrift shopping and I found this bowl, which I thought would be absolutely perfect because it already had letters on it, which was almost like punny kind of, a play on it of sorts. I had left some of the letters and numbers in there and spray paint got to it, if you couldn't tell, which I thought was funny, but you couldn't tell once the next step took place, which is using foam, in my case styrofoam, to fill up some of the space, making this a lighter piece overall. I placed the bowl down and used a marker to determine the perimeter of where I would be cutting, like an outline or a template. This process took place before I got a wire foam cutter, unfortunately. So here I am hacking it away with an X-Acto knife. Anyways, I digress. I added in some spray adhesive and placed the foam in, also a half-painted spoon to see placement. This is a spoon I got once from Wendy's, as you may be able to tell, but I washed it off, and now I'm painting it to like actual cutlery with a couple coats of silver acrylic paint. And for the actual soup portion, I'm using lightweight spackle, or the knockoff version lightweight filler, adding in some spray adhesive to the top so the spackle actually sticks better, and adding it in with a spatula and smoothing it out with both the spatula and my latex gloves covered hand. Once I was dry to the touch, I mixed up a custom red orange, like blood orange, to match the Google image as best as I could, and then painted that on the top. Mixed up another small batch of resin and added a bit of the blood orange, orange and red into that as well. Then mix that all up. And poured it on top of the now dry paint and spackle mixture. Once I smoothed it all out with my hand, again with the glove covered, I came in one at a time with the letters. When I had all of them down the way that I wanted them, I used the rest of the colored resin to pour over top to make it actually look like they were in the soup rather than just on top. And then the spoon, which I added a little bit more of the colored resin to, and then placed 3 letters in. Yum. Once both pieces were cured, I used some E6000 on the edge of the bowl and placed the spoon on those areas. Once they were done curing, I used acetone to take off the permanent marker that was left around the perimeter that I forgot existed until now. And then it was time for the Fruit Loops. I took a similar approach for these with a mold, but this time it was a mold that I made from a molding silicone putty and added actual Fruit Loops. I proceeded to use a fairly small batch of resin and divvy it up, mixing it with acrylic paints this time around to make the colors more intense. And then simply added the resin into each dip, being sure to bring it up to the edges. Again, this was a test batch, but it worked out. I popped them out and carried onto a few more batches using more colors, custom colors, all the colors. Each batch I would take out and then cut the excess off with little scissors. There are some I wish I had actually done more of, like the colors, and then some, or definitely one I didn't use at all, which was the flesh colored one, because I hated it. For the bowl itself, no puns here, but I did like the shape of this one, and the fact that it was all white so the colors would pop better. I did the same steps, adding spray adhesive in, cutting it down to size, and then I had to push down a little bit firmer on this one, and then the same acetone to the edges, but this time take away all that spray paint color because this bowl was the deepest and it would actually show. I sprayed the adhesive onto it and then spackle time. Smoothing it out for a different reason this time around. I was having issues with the foam staying in its place as the bowl was oddly shaped, so I was smoothing the spackle down while also pushing it down further to keep it in as much as I could. Back in with my gloved hand to make the texture on the top. And then while it's still wet, I guess, spackle wet, anyways, I placed and pressed each Fruit Loop in, pushing them in different angles, different levels, and then stacking them as well. Some I even cut in half or quarters to make them look like they were actually in the milk, and because they came out of the mold weird, but I knew I could still use them. And another small batch of resin mixed in with white alcohol ink this time around, pouring it all willy-nilly because I would end up using a brush to properly smooth it out anyways. I made sure with what I did to this one to save a little bit of the resin, but I also added more of the Fruit Loops in by coating them with that resin and placing them on top of others or in by themselves to secure them better. It was time for the paint job of the spoon. Yet another plastic spoon I got elsewhere and saved for this. Once the paint was dry, I added the remaining resin in, and then some more Fruit Loops. And once everything was dry and cured, I added it onto and into the bowl. And like the other one, except this was half in and half out. And that is it for today's video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.